Hello, my many friends. Welcome to another Tuesday night live sale on the Skunky Junk channel. I am Sean Young. My wife Carol is in the wings. She prefers to be off camera, but she's still very much here and part of the show. And looks like tonight we have some competition from other channels. So not anybody online yet. So we will stall just for a few minutes and see what happens. I'm getting a little bit concerned about my Tuesday night spot getting a little bit clogged up with other sellers. So, uh, not sure that I have another night that I want to switch to. So, I'm going to stick with my Tuesday night and we will just see what we can do with it, see what we can accomplish. Hello, Dirt Road Memories. I love that name. What a great name. I grew up rural, not quite on a dirt road, but pretty close. So I have some dirt road memories for sure. Someday I'd like to hear about some of your dirt road memories. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. Anyway, welcome everybody. It's nice to see some people trickling in. And if you're hopping back and forth between our sale and the other sale that's going on, feel free to do that. I get it. Hello, Sherry. Welcome. We have quite a bit going on tonight, and you know that with our show we move through fairly quickly. We try to end right at 6 o'clock so that we don't overlap with Joni Vintagerous. That we consider that her time, and so we don't impede on it. So we're here just for an hour and a half. We're going to get through everything that we can in that time. So let's jump right in. Tonight, my friends, is it's Groundhog's Day night. Actually, tomorrow's Groundhog's Day, but tonight's the Groundhog's Day sale. So we have some spring stuff and we have some winter stuff. And we also have some groundhog stuff. So isn't that so cute? Anyway, Groundhog's Day special to me. Hi, Laura. My great Grandma Baker, her birthday was on Groundhog's Day. And so I just, it has a special place in my heart. Grandma's been gone now for many, many years, 20 plus years, more than 20 years, actually. And anyway, miss her. I miss Grandma. So that was Grandma Florence Baker. She lived in Bellingham in a big old house, and it had lots of old things in it. And it was so cool. So just a special place in my heart. And this vintage world is tied for me to Grandma Baker. So anyway, so Groundhog's Day. So one of the things that we have up tonight, actually, wait, hold on. I was going to do a special thing. I have pens, yes. So for early arrivers, so that's you guys. So let's go quick before any more arrivers arrive. This, friends, is a juicer, and it is a uranium juicer, and it just lights right up. Look at that. Woo! It's so pretty. So this has nothing to do with the theme tonight, but I'm bringing it to my early arrivers because I appreciate you guys. And so this is tonight's early arrivers cheap item. It's the official name of it. So I do want to point out that like most of these, this has chipping on the bottom, and the chipping on this one is fairly significant. So I'm going to show that to you. It's all the way along this side. It's just kind of chipped up. So you wouldn't want to set this, see that, how it's just kind of rough around the bottom. This side is smooth. What? Oh, we've got our troll already tonight. That's awesome. We love having a troll. Anyway, so this is uranium, so it's old, but it does have chipping. About half of the bottom of it, this half here, is chipped significantly. So it's rough. Don't set this on a wood surface that can get scratched and that kind of thing. Set it on a felt or on a glass surface or something. But if you're just displaying this in a cabinet or something like that, the top of it, there's no chipping that I'm noticing around the top of it. So the chipping is all on the bottom. So when it's just being displayed, you don't notice that. And it certainly is usable if you want to use it as a juicer. you're welcome to do that. This is going to be $6, and just type in the chat early arriver. So if you are an early arriver and you'd like to have a uranium juicer, it's only $6. And that is partly because of the chips and partly because I love my early birds. So we'll set that aside. And if somebody wants that, let Carol know and she'll mark it down. All right. And Marina, hello, my dear. That's my daughter, everybody. Marina lives in Alaska, and she is a pilot, and she is my very favorite daughter. So welcome, Marina. Okay, let's get going on our spring and winter stuff. So we're going to start with some swans. These are Dresden Swans. They have some flowers in them, but those are just, fabric flowers that are added. That's really not part of it. There are 2 of these. They match. They go together. They're a pair. So let's show you one at a time. They are smaller. They're not huge swans. They say Dresden on the bottom. Oop. And oh, hello, F4 Phantom Girl. See that? It says Dresden with the little crown. So they're both marked the same on the bottom. And they are in almost perfect shape. One of them is perfect. That's this one. This one is perfect. The gold on its, where am I at? The gold on its beak is in perfect shape. All the coloration and paint is in perfect shape. The flowers and leaves on that side are in perfect shape, and on this side as well. So it has the pink rose in the center and 2 yellow, or one yellow rose on each side. So 2 yellow roses, and then all those little leaves. And so that's all dimensional. And that's the first one, which appears to me, I looked it over very carefully and I didn't find any flaws on that one. Marked Dresden. The second one is almost perfect, and you could display it as perfect, but it does in fact have one leaf, which is on this side. Let's see. Everything's backwards. Right there. That leaf, wait, sorry, not that leaf. That leaf's perfect. This leaf over here. This, good gracious, I cannot do this tonight. This leaf here, it is broken. If you look at it this direction, you can see that from underneath. But if you're just looking at it straight on, you don't really realize that it's broken. See that? It looks fine. So, and of course, you could just display it from the other side, and once again, it's perfect. So, that's as close to perfect as you're going to get without being quite perfect. So the 2 Dresden Swans, and Dresden Swans are a thing, and they go for a fair amount. If you look them up online, there's quite a few different Dresden Swans. These ones are smaller ones, but there's lots of different ones out there. There's several, and some of them go for 100 plus. So Dresden Swans are a special thing. These are $20, so a much more affordable price because you're buying them from Skunky Junk. So $20, number 79. If you'd like the little swans, I'll even throw in the little peach-colored roses that are fabric. So you can have those too. So that you'll get the 2 swans, and they're $20 for number 79. So if you are curious about the size, I'm measuring from the tail to the front, and that's just like 4.5 inches or so. So 4.5 inches this way. I'm gonna let that be sufficient for the measuring. Sort of hard to measure these kind of weird shaped things. So number 79, $20 for the Dresden Swans. Happy spring. Springtime swans. Our second item is a winter item. So let's do, there it is. Okay, this is a little one. So this is just a $5 little item. It's a wood trivet. It was made in Britain. That's marked on the back, made in Britain. And it is this beautiful little wren in a very wintry, kind of cold scene. Says at the bottom, wren, and then it has some sort of a, its name, its formal name, which is like troglodytes, troglodytes, something like that, by Christopher somebody or another. Anyway, there you go. But the cute thing is the wren on there. And then I just love that it's very nice and neutral. So you could really actually use this. It's not gaudy in your kitchen or, if you're using it, and it has the little feet that are rubber. So you could use it really as a trivet on your good table. It should protect your table from the hot things that you're putting on there. So yes, Marina, it looks very frosty, just like where you are, but you probably don't even have so many little wrens flying around where you are because it's just too cold for them. Anyway, it's pretty cold for this guy. He's not looking super, super, super happy where he is, but I do love this little piece. So it's a little wooden trivet. It is the normal size of a trivet, which is about 6.5 inches square. And there it is. It's in seemingly perfect shape. So it is $5 and it's number 100. 100 and just $5 for that. Should ship nice and easy in an envelope too. So your shipping should be cheap, unless you buy 1,000 other things. Okay. Look at this. It is a fairy lamp, and it is, let's see, amber Indiana glass stars and bars fairy lamp. And it's amber colored and it's beautiful. It's in perfect shape. I didn't notice any chips or cracks. We'll go around the bottom. Nope, that seems perfect. Let's go around this piece. It has the scalloped bottom, of course. It's the stars and bars pattern, which you've seen before. And I think that is perfect. It's got just, on the little bump thing there where the lamp part sits on, that seems like maybe it has just a little rough spot on it. But other than that, really, this thing is perfect. So it's very, very nice. So stars and bars, fairy lamp, amber, Indiana glass, $21, number 29. Okay. Where are we? Tiny Robin. I have some just like small things tonight and some big exciting things too. Oh, so let's see. We got this tiny little Robin. Look at that. See, he's tiny. He's just a little figurine. He's unmarked, so I don't know who made him or anything like that. He's just kind of a bisky little cute Robin. But what I love about him is that he's little. Phantom Girl, she takes number 29. Awesome, thank you. It'll just fit in so many places. So if you do tiered trays, these little guys are so perfect for tiered trays. This is just a perfect little springtime tiered tray piece. He has no chips or cracks. He's in good shape. He's just very, very little. He's like, 2.5 inches tall. So little tiny guy, but cute as a button and hearkening in spring with that chirp and so friendly. Do you guys have robins where you're from? We kind of have robins almost like year round. So, certainly there's more of them in the spring, but we kind of have them year round. So I don't know, but they represent spring, and that's what he is tonight. So he's $4, and he's number 333, number 4 for this tiny little beautiful robin that can fit in so many tiny places, including your tiered tray. $4 for that little guy. Okay, here's a cool one. So this one was in the tonight's official picture for the sale. So this is the little kids playing in the snow. So it's like a lithograph picture, old, and it's in an old frame. I don't know the age of it. I couldn't find it online. It doesn't have a name of the picture marked, which is always nice. If you're trying to find the picture, you can find it usually by name more than by description. But anyway, so this is just this really, really cute, adorable picture. I bought this not to sell it. I bought this for my, hi, Claudia. I'm glad you were talking to your sister. That's so much more important than this. I bought this for my gallery wall, and then since I switched spots, my gallery wall isn't in the frame anymore. So I don't know. So I decided to sell it. I love this though. So the little sweet boy up on top of the snowball, He's got his hat in the sky and he's just having a good time. And then his little brother, who's having to push him, is not having quite such a good time. That's how it goes with brothers. I can speak from my own experience on that. The poor little brothers have to do all the work. So anyway, it looks to be watercolor. I guess I don't know that for sure, but I mean it looks like watercolor. If you look at the snow on the trees and stuff, it looks to me like watercolor. There's this cute little red house in the background. His suit is sort of a pinky red. It's like a red that's sort of toned down. But it's kind of coming across a little bit orange on the screen. It really isn't, there's no orange tone to it. It's more of a pinky red. So anyway, just this really cute picture. It's unsigned. It's not an original. It is a print. It is in an old frame. There's the back, so you can see what that looks like. It's a little bit loose in the frame. So, before you hang this, you may want to just attach it to the frame a little bit better. It has one nail on this side, but on this side, whoop, it's just loose. So anyway, I'll send it to you just how it is, and you can decide what you want to do with that. Oh my gosh, Dee, hello. Welcome. Glad you're here too. So this, my friends, is $25 and it's number 16. Kids playing in the snow, vintage picture in the frame, $25, number 16. If you're interested in the size, it's just what you'd expect. It's like 11 by 8.5. So it's a 8.5 by 11. So it's the normal size. One of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. I never really thought about that song. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling bad, these are a few of my favorite things. Why would those be our favorite things? Oh, she thinks of her favorite things when bad things happen. Gotcha. I don't. When bad things happen, I just think about the bad thing and my face turns red. All right, so we got a paperweight. Let's move back to spring. So we're going back and forth between winter and spring. So far, what's winning, Carol? Oh, the Groundhog Day's winning. Okay. All right. So this is a Lucite Paperweight. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cool. So the white circle you're seeing, of course, is the ring light. That's not on the paperweight. But this is green lucite. These are by W. Rolfe. I can't remember what the W, what her name is, but she makes these and she sells them and people buy them. And that's the idea of these resin paperweights. They have real live flowers inside. So you can see inside this one, there's a beautiful pansy down in there, springtime pansy. On the back, you can see the back of the pansy. It's a real pansy embedded in resin. So that's what these are. It's signed on the back, which you cannot see. I mean, I'm just not even going to try to show it because there's no way you'll see it. But it says W. Rolfe. It's engraved in there, and there's these sell online. They're somewhat collectible. It it's domed and then it tapers in at the bottom, so it's just a little bit fancy. So here's the thing about these W. Rolfe paperweights. Most of them are clear. A few of them are pink. I've never seen another green one. Only green one I've ever seen. So it's just a little bit less common to find the green one. I didn't let that affect the price tonight, but I just thought I'd mention it. So it's only $12, $12 for the Lucite resin paperweight with a real live dead pansy in there. And this is, sorry? Oh, hello, Tracy B. This is just like 3.5 inches across or so, between 3.5 and 4 inches across. And what else was I going to say? There's something else I was going to say about this. Yeah, no, I figured. So, I lowered the price on this just a little bit because you can see the pansy is somewhat washed out. So, you know how flowers get with age, they start to lose some of their color. So even inside of this lucite, it just looks white. Maybe it was always white. I don't know. But it looks just a little bit washed out. So that's why we have the price set at just $12. If you look these up online, they'll be more than $12. It's number 81, $12 for number 81. Lucite, beautiful green paperweight with a pansy. Hello, book. Welcome back. Glad you guys are jumping back and forth and that you've landed here for now. I love it. We're moving a little bit fast tonight, so if you step away, I can't promise that you won't miss something, but that's your choice. It's up to you. We're going to do a winter item because that's what we're doing, crossing back and forth between winter and spring. Hello, Hope. Welcome. Glad you're here. So this is a little bit of a Christmassy one. I don't have too many that are very Christmassy, but it's a winter plate. So I missed this in my winter Christmas sales. So I thought, well, let's just bring it. Otherwise, I have to hold on to it for a whole year. So it's a fairly big plate. It's by Triumph. It's like Triumph, but with an O. So you tell me how to say that. Made in the USA. Anyway, it's pretty. It looks to me 60s. That's the feel that it has. It's a nice, just shallow bowl, or plate rather. Oh, for crying out loud. This is our second troll tonight. I just love that. I love having a troll. I've been waiting for a troll. I just wish that they would troll in English, for goodness sakes, dum-dums. Who needs a Russian troll? I can't even read Russian. This plate's 10.5 inches across. And then it's got, obviously, the beautiful poinsettias and pine. Well, it's probably not pine. It's probably fir. But anyway, so this is some sort of a decal or, anyway, it's applied. A decal. It's a decal. So that's what that is. It's about 10.5 inches across. No chips, no cracks. Around the edge is beautiful silver. And the silver is in really great shape all the way around. This just looks like it was really hardly ever used. It's got just a little bit of, not scratches, but like it's been used a little bit. But nothing has affected the decal or the picture. Anyway, there it is. So this is just a really lovely plate. And it is $8, number 5. So $8, number 5 for the poinsettia plate. I love poinsettias. My poinsettias are just starting to wind down. I like if I can keep them alive through Valentine's Day because obviously Valentine's Day red and my poinsettias are all red. I buy red ones and I buy a lot of them. And just love to fill my house with all of that red and try to keep it alive through Valentine's Day. But some of them have made it into the compost now. Sorry? I didn't hear you. Oh, okay. Where are we? We are up to the blue little flower wall pocket. So I promised some, inexpensive smaller items tonight. I have some of those. I also have some regular big stuff and even the expensive item of the night, but that's coming up. Oh, good. You got your boxes today. Awesome. Good, Hope. I'm so glad. Excellent. So this is just a little wall pocket. It is unmarked. The bottom looks, boy, when I put that on the screen, it looks grungy. But anyway, it's just been sitting on something all of its life. But the blue is beautiful. It's clean and nice. And even inside, it is not so dirty in there. So it can stand up like that. And it can, because it has the bottom, and it also has a hole on the back so you can hang it on the wall because it's a wall pocket. So that's the thing about wall pockets is you can hang them on the wall. And you can put little flowers in it or whatever you want. You can do things with it. See, look at that. Oh, so pretty. You could also put pencils and pens in it. So it's just a multi-use flower. Can you get over that? Holy cow. So lovely. Anyway, no chips, no cracks. It's in perfect shape. And it's just a cute little flower. To me, it reminds me of a dogwood. And I just love dogwoods. But most dogwoods aren't blue. This is a very rare dogwood. So because of its rarity, it is $8, number 94. I'm kidding about that. It's a great little price at $8, number 94. For the little wall pocket. Yeah, I love them too, but they used to come on my sale at this time. They know that my sale goes on at this time. So stinky on them. So I don't mean to badmouth. As Jody says, nobody owns a time. So here we are. Okay, I've got, well, look at this. This is an amber Indiana glass stars and bars fairy lamp. It's just perfect for Groundhog's Day. If we take that apart, it is the stars and bars pattern. We'll check the bottom. Yeah, I don't see any cracks or chips or dings or anything on that. So the top is in good shape. The bottom, we'll check that. I see nothing there. We'll go around, see it has the beautiful scallops. So go around the scallops and yeah, no chips or dings there. Inside, it's nice and smooth, very beautiful, creamy, amber colored, just like warm honey. It's Groundhog's Day, my friend. So this is just $21, number 29A. And yes, it's another one. I think I've been here before too. I told you it was going to be Groundhog's Day. Okay, friends. So, in truth, I do have multiples available. So if you want that, it is not already sold to F4 Phantom Girl. She got the other one. Okay. So we've got, where we leave off? Small cottage snowy picture in frame called Where Shelter Awaits. This is just a tiny little one. So there you go. This is just a really, really pretty little snowy winter picture. I love this. It's in a beautiful old frame, and it's still got the backing on it, so it's intact and nice. Beautiful, beautiful little frame. I missed it. He's a dad. Don't know why you didn't expect dad jokes. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't have glass. It has this kind of piece of plastic in front of the picture. And honestly, the whole thing has an older tinted age to it, I think primarily because of that plastic. I do think it's the plastic that has kind of discolored because it slides up a little bit, and then underneath here you can see the color is a little bit more true under there. See that line at the bottom where the blue looks more blue, but then when the plastic is over it, it has more of an old vintagey cast to it. It is an old picture, but if you wanted to take that plastic out, then it probably wouldn't look quite as old, but I love that old look. It's why I have it. So I had this on my gallery wall for a long, long, long time. So you guys have probably seen this in other videos in the background there, but it is small. And so if you do a gallery wall, this can fill in a little tiny hole. That's a great thing about this. So 6.5 by 5 by 6.5. And as you can see, just the beautiful snowy little cabin, and then that the creek that runs out front. The yellow spots in the creek, that's the reflection of the windows from the cabin. So it's the reflection of the light. That's what that is. And it just looks so cozy to me. It just makes me want to curl up inside that cabin with a nice warm blanket and a cup of hot cocoa. So this is our next winter item. It is $10 and it's number 24. $10, number 24 for the Where Shelter Awaits picture. It's marked down at the bottom, so that's its official name. You can't really see it so well probably on the screen, but it says the name down there, Where Shelter Awaits. And I'm not sure if the author is, or the artist is on there too. Thank you, Claudia. Laura, thank you for picking up number 24, which was that picture. Perfect. Love it. I love that picture. So kind of sad to see it go, but happy to see it go somewhere happy. So I love that. Okay. After winter comes spring. So here we go. Next spring item. This is another lucite piece. I didn't really think about the fact that I have a couple of lucite pieces tonight, but you know how I am with lucite. I love lucite. I pick it up all the time. So this is a beautiful bright blue, obviously with the green. So it has such a 60s look to it, and it's lucite front and back. It's a lucite mold, and this is marked, when you see these online, it's marked as a spoon rest, but you can see like it's not so much of a bowl like you would put a spoon on. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I would probably hang this on the wall. No, it doesn't have a hanger on it, but I think that's what I would do with it, is put a little yeah, exactly. What do you call those little hooky do things, Carol, that you can stick on and they don't ruin things? What do you call that? Anyway, whatever. That's what I would do, is hang it. But it technically it's called a spoon rest. So it is marked on the back by its maker, which is Color Flow. Sorry. Color Flow 1970. So this is older than me. It is at least 51 years old. So it's an oldie but a goodie. It's really in really great shape. The lucite here has not gotten cloudy and ugly and dirty, because sometimes lucite can do that. This is still nice and vivid and bright. You can see that it's coming across on the screen just perfectly. And it is about 7.5 inches tall. So it's just the exact size you'd expect a spoon rest to be. It's lucite, it's blue, it's gorgeous, it's $15. It's number 15, 15 for 15. So you find these online. I didn't notice any blue ones when I was looking yesterday, but most of them sell for like $25 or so. But anyway, that one's in great shape. So I feel like $15 is a good price on that. Yeah, command strips. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for, command strips. That's exactly what I meant. Patricia knows the things. She's the thing knower. She knows the things. Okay, I have this in as a winter item, and I'll show it to you. But the lovely thing is, you don't have to use this just in the winter. It's not really so much of a wintry item, but it is lights. So I thought, Christmas lights. I'll use it as a winter item. So it's Winnie the Pooh. It's a Winnie the Pooh light set. And it's from Sears, sold by Sears and Roebuck, says that on the back there. And this was from the 70s. Now, I've forgotten the exact year. I did look it up. I don't remember the year, but it was sold in the 70s at Sears. Actually, it says Sears all over it. You can see that. So it's 10 lights. So it has the plastic, the cellophane that fills the hole, but it's not attached anymore. So it keeps wanting to move around and fall off. So sorry about that. So inside, though, is the Winnie the Pooh lights, and they are flocked. So the Winnie the Pooh, I don't think these have ever been out of the box. They are perfect and clean and pristine. So there's 10 of the little Winnie the Poohs. They are flocked, so they're fuzzy and soft and sweet, and they are attached to the light just as you would expect them to be. Now, I thought maybe I should pull these out and try plugging them in just to see if they work, because I didn't do that ahead. Anyway, there they are. There's all the lights. Now I cannot say they haven't been out of the box because I just took them out. Oh, mercy. Let's plug it in back there where I can reach. Oh my gosh, look at that. They light right up. Isn't that cute? Steph would like what? There was some 70s flower power. Do you want me to go back and repeat that one? I can do that real quick. So anyway, so these Winnie the Pooh flocked lights, these you can find now and then online, and Pooh collectors love them. So they're $12, number 83. $12, number 83. And I'll carefully wrap them back up and put them back nicely in the box before I send them to you. I probably underpriced that one, but anyway, $12, number 83. So if you're a reseller, that's your clue, your cue. Steph, here was the blue flower power. It's awesome. Okay, we'll mark them down and send them to you, and you can resell them and make lots of money. Go D. So this was the flower power. It's lucite spoon rest, $15, number 15, if you're interested in that. Okay. Sorry. That's Aaron. Oh my gosh, Aaron jumped in before D. I love it. Two of my favorite resellers are fighting over one of my items. That is awesome. Aaron, they can go right into your new booth. I am just dying to have a booth, but my wife she's the voice of reality here, and it would be a lot of work and it would be a lot of expense. It's like $250 to rent a booth here at our antique mall. And I am thinking about it, but I just haven't pulled the trigger. So sorry, Dee. I said your name first because I am terrible at following the chat. Oh, Christina's here too. Oh my gosh. This place is filled with cool people tonight. Awesome. I love it when we have cool people here. We need some of that in this channel. We don't have a lot of it in this room. Oh my gosh, vintage Viking treasures. Hello. Okay, this one's a cool one. So this is our cool, expensive item of the night. This is a Weller pot. It's in the beautiful peach color. This same pot comes in the blue and in the green. And maybe others, I don't know, but I do know there's a blue and there's a green. The peach is a little bit, for me, it's been harder to find because I was trying to find it in order to price it. So anyway, the peach it's a lovely, lovely peach color. Kind of an apricot-y peach, light pastel, gorgeous peach. So it is Weller. It's marked on the bottom. It's a Weller B3. And it's maybe just a little bit smaller than what you might have expected it to be. When I bought this from the auction, I thought it was going to be quite a bit bigger. So I'm kind of glad it's not. It'll be much, much easier to ship, and it'll be much easier for somebody to display. It's kind of a perfect size, actually. So it is about just under 5 inches tall. So it's just not huge. It's smaller than my head. So is everything else. Anyway, it's the, it's the daisy pattern of the Weller, and then it's got the scalloped top. The inside's just a little dusty down there, so I will scrub that up before I send it to you. I apologize. I should have done that before the sale, and I did not. So it is Weller B3 daisy peach color. This is $42 and it's number 72. You find it online for just a whole variety of different prices, and sometimes sells for closer to $100. Depending on the color. I don't know. I wanted to just move it along because it takes up a lot of space on my shelf. So it's just $42 tonight, and it's number 72. The Weller Daisy pot. That's that. $42, number 72. That's a spring item, friends. Christina. Are you all the way better now, Christina? I'd love to hear that you're all the way better. I think that I'm almost all the way better. Still a little fatigued. Like I just get tired. The weekend comes and I just want to sleep the whole weekend. Another winter item. Winter, because not only does it say holiday on it and it's green, would be perfect for the holidays, but it's great for holding your warm winter beverage in the snow. So some of you are just buried in snow right now, and you need some warm cocoa. Wherever you go, you need this in your car with you just in case you get stuck there. So it is one of my lovely thermoses. You know how I am with thermoses. So it's one of the signatures of my channel. This one is by Thermos brand, and it's the one marked holiday. You also can see in the same spot, there's just a little paint loss right there, just a little scratch in the paint or in the color. I guess it's paint, whatever it is, but it's in really quite good shape. I didn't notice any dents, and with the light shining on it, I can sort of double check that that's true. I don't see dents on it. So the bottom, I mean, it might just have the tiniest little, beginnings of rust, but it's just very surface. Has the brown top, the brown and red cap, which opens up to reveal the glass is intact inside and no bad smell. It's always the first thing I check before I buy one of these things. So anyway, there's your green thermos holiday version. I love the little diamonds on there. This one's really just a great display piece. And it's 9.5 inches tall. So it's sort of the medium-sized one. It's not the tiny, but it's not the honker either. So this ships easily. 9.5 inches, thermos brand green winter item, $13, number 55. 13, number 55. Ugh, I'm sorry, Aaron. We, oh my gosh, Marina, 8 inches just today. Crazy. So does that mean you're not flying again? Stuck without being able to fly? Because there's no fun being at work and not being able to work. That's awful. Oh, Aaron, look at you go. You know what, you guys? This is the kind of thing that you expect to see in Erin's house. So when you watch her videos, you could see something just like that because she does cool stuff with cool stuff. Yeah, no, there's tons and tons. I love it, Erin. So Erin, remember, I'm shipping from Washington State, and shipping can be pretty expensive to Canada. I just shipped a package to Joni at Vintageous, and I was shocked at the price. So I will send you your invoice, and if it's too much for the shipping, I will not be insulted if you ask me to cancel the sale. Seriously, I get it. It's a lot for shipping to Canada. Anyway, but we'll get there. All right. So the next item is a spring item, and it is a skunk item. Would you look at that? I didn't find where one of these has been sold online since something like 2016. So apparently people hold on to these, or there just aren't that many of them out there. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. It's just a little skunk mug. And, it's perfect for Valentine's Day, although I hadn't thought of that until right this minute. But it has a little heart there, little red flower. And on the back, it's a slightly smaller skunk with a slightly smaller heart and a slightly smaller flower. Big on the front, small on the back. I don't know what the meaning of that is, but that's what it is. And it is by Otagiri. Holding it still so it'll focus. Sorry about that. Otagiri, Japan. So that's what this is. So it is in perfect shape. In the making of it, there's just this little flaw right here. But it's clear that was just, in the making of the cup. It's just like a little flaw in, I don't know, either the porcelain or ceramic, or it could be in the glaze. I don't know for sure. The design on it is in perfect shape. There's one tiny little extra black dot right there. That's for free. And other than that, perfect. So there you go. Ta-da! Oh yeah, Claudia, I hope you managed to stock up on some food. People were saying that they can't stock up on food because the stores are empty. Everybody's stocking up. So hopefully you've got enough to get by. Worried about some of you people. And here we are out here in the Pacific Northwest, and it's like, kind of springy already. It's cold, but sunny. Sorry. Anyway, so here we go. Skunk mug, $10, number 70. Skunk mug, $10, number 70. Come on down. Wait, I lost it. Come on down, ladies. Weather here is in the 70s. So I don't have to apologize. Hope's got the weather in the 70s. So I guess that's pretty darn good. Oh, and great internet. That'll do you right there. D, snow's coming. Gotta go thrifting. I love it. Oh my gosh. Food, I went thrifting. Oh my gosh, Claudia, you too. You guys. Oh my Lord. You guys are something else. Okay, we have another really cool item. Here's a good one. So this, friends, yeah, spot on. This is a blow mold. I love blow molds. And I kind of collect these Snowman blow molds. This is from my personal collection. I've had it for many years. And I just decided it's a winter night. I've got to round up some winter items. I'll let it go. So this is an Empire mold, and it's from 1968. I quite doubt that you're going to be able to see that on the back. It's just right there. I mean, it's indented or whatever you call that in the plastic. So hard to read that, but that's what it says there. You can see the Empire brand there. So it's Empire. I decided not to try to ship this with a wire. It's so easy to go buy the wire and the light. So it's just the blow mold. So the cord is not here, but it's so easy to replace or grab one of your own, and not worth shipping. So anyway, so it's just a blow mold, and it is the Snowman. So actually, this was marketed as Frosty the Snowman. So it's a Frosty the Snowman, but it's not official. Like whoever owns Frosty the brand, I don't think that it's official. Anyway, it's 13 inches tall. Now, if you're rapidly doing your research behind the scenes and looking on eBay or somewhere, there is an exact version of this that is, I think, 19 inches. Anyway, it's quite a bit bigger. And this is not that one. This was the smaller version of the Frosty. So the bigger one, that's the one that sells for about $225. But so this one is the smaller version, and it sells consistently for $50. So tonight's, partly because there's no cord and partly because it's skunky junk, it's 40. So you can see there's just a little bit of color loss on his nose. That's typical. You always find this guy with color loss on his nose. So but it is there, so you should know that. He's just a little dusty, and I will take care of that before I send him to you. But anyway, he's $40, and he's number 26. Why am I breaking her heart? It's not on my screen yet. Oh. Scroll up. I love your snowman. Reminds me of Christmas. Love having those in the house growing up. Marina, I still have a ton. Don't worry. I'm not getting rid of them all, but I'm willing to let Frosty go. So that is that Snowman blow mold. If there's blow mold people in the audience, you'll be very excited by that one. It's $40, number 26. Okay, here's the other piece from the picture from this for this sale, the cover picture. It does have a sticky spot on the back where there was a sticker, so I need to scrape that off. You guys, it's been such a busy week at work. I just got behind and I didn't get everything cleaned up, so I will show that to you. So the back has these black marks, but they come right off. I will get that off before I send it to you, I promise. So this is a Radnor piece. I'm going to hold it up and hold it real still for a second. So you can see there it says Radnor Bone China, Staffordshire, England. So that's what this is. It's fairly heavy because it's quite solid. And then it has all of the porcelain flowers on top. So I don't know what necessarily all of these are. This one reminds me of like what are those little carnation? It's not a carnation, but the smaller ones. Spring flowers anyway. This one looks like a little yellow rose. And this one looks like probably an antique, like a vintage rose. That's my guess, like a wild rose. So that's what I think they are. So the flowers seem to be in perfect shape to me. Now, some of them are a little rough around the petals, so it's hard to tell 100% if, there might be a little flea bite, but you don't know because it started out rough. I don't notice any flea bites. You know how I am, you guys. If I notice any flaws, I will tell you because I prefer to be as upfront as I can. So I'm telling you that on these two flowers, I see no flaws. On this yellow rose, there is the tiniest flea bite right here. It's a little rough. And when you're looking at it, it just looks like it's part of the petal because it has some upsy downsies on it anyway. So you don't notice that. There is one flaw that you will never notice, but I'm going to tell you about it. If you look at the underneath side of this leaf, you can see that just the tip of that leaf has, I think, broken off because it's just a little bit rough there. But when you're looking at this, you cannot tell that that leaf was broken off. It looks perfectly like what it should have looked like. So this isn't perfect, but it looks perfectly fine. It's lovely. It's really a great little piece. And it is, 36 inches. I guess we'll read the other end of the ruler. 3 inches tall. It's about 3 inches tall. It's a little bit heavy because it's solid. So this guy here is $16 and he's number 31. Small, cute, adorable. Would look great on a tiered tray. I'm just saying, tiered tray. And it's super cute. The white here will be white when it gets to you. Right now it has those little. So anyway, it's Radnor. There you go. I'm sorry? Yeah. I have for you tonight this lovely piece. This is a amber Indiana glass stars and bars fairy lamp. Happy Groundhog's Day. So if I lift the top off of there, we'll check the top. I don't believe that this has any flaws. I feel no chips or cracks. The top seems to be in perfect shape. This is just a little bit of a nice honey colored, like a nice warm honey amber fairy lamp. The bottom has this beautiful scalloped top on it, and I feel no flaws or chips or cracks or flea bites there, nor at the bottom. I do believe this piece is in perfect shape. It's very, very lovely. Just a really, really pretty piece. So it's just a little bit of a deep, rich, maple syrupy colored stars and bars fairy lamp. Happy Groundhog's Day. It is $21, number 29B. How many do I have? Wait and see. Oh, Hope, I'm sorry. Ugh. Did I rob a delivery truck? I collect, my friends. So sometimes when it's Groundhog's Day, you have to find the item that you have the most of on the shelf, and that's that. Okay, so we're going to go back to a spring item. This, friends, is an Avon item. I actually have, I think, 2 Avon items tonight, which was not planned, but there it is. Ugh, COVID lungs. I'm sorry. I feel like the fog has gone away from me now. Like I do feel like my fog has lifted, but I still feel the fatigue a little bit. So anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. Those of you that have suffered longer and harder with COVID than me, it was bad enough. For 2 weeks, I felt terrible, and so I sure feel sorry for you. So anyway, so here's what this is. This is the box. It's the original box. Beautiful lovebirds there. It's so the box itself is so cute. It can be a great display, and it's kind of tall, so you could put it in the back of a spring display, and it would be lovely. It's got the um, cherry blossoms on there too. Perfect for spring. On the back, it tells you what this is. This is the Avon Lovebirds tapers. We're going to pull those out of the box. The tapers are intact. They've not been burned. They don't appear to have been out of the package, so they're still in the plastic. There's some sort of like a yellowy color, but the plastic has turned a little bit dark, so the color is a little funky. But here's the cool thing. They have the little candle, ooh, darn it, what do you call those? Candle rings? No, candle huggers. They're like candle huggers. So the little lovebirds, and there's 2 of them, they slide down onto the candle. So if you decide to burn these, then no problem. You throw them away when they're done, and you put the little lovebirds on a new set of taper candles. And if yellow is not your color and you prefer blue, pink, any sort of a beautiful spring color, those little lovebirds would look lovely on whatever color of candles you have. So you sometimes find just the lovebird candle ring things for sale. This comes with the original candles unburned in the original box. So there you go. You can have the whole kit and caboodle for $11. Number 30, $11, number 30 for the beautiful Avon. All right. I don't know why Avon just has sort of a bad rap, but Avon made some really beautiful things. They really did. Let's do this. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's a little groundhog and his little friend. I don't know, his friend seems to have a very interesting view. But anyway, so this is just a little unmarked, surprisingly, because it's kind of nice. It's like a very nice, soft glaze. Like it has sort of the feel to it, and I'm not saying it is, but it has the feel of a Joseph original. It's that kind of nice glaze and feels, smooth and soft. It's nice. The coloration is very good on it and detailed. So it wouldn't shock me if this is a Joseph original, but it's not marked. I'm sure it at one point had a sticker saying where it was made, and that's no longer present. So there it is. It's a Groundhog's Day really cute little figurine. So we'll measure it this way because that's the longest direction, and it's 5.5 inches. So this isn't tiny, but it's not like huge. But anyway, cute little groundhogs or gophers or ground squirrels. But today's Groundhog's Day, and so we are calling them groundhogs. I would say that I feel like these the yellowy greeny here, I think that's like heads of lettuce. So the groundhogs have come out of their little burrow under the rocks, and there they are about to eat somebody's garden. That's the plan. So anyway, there you go, groundhogs. And as I said, Groundhog's Day, that was Grandma Baker's birthday. Special, special day. Yeah, it's a nice satin finish. Thank you, Dee. So there you go. That's the Groundhog's Day figurine. It is $18. It is number 1 because it is Groundhog's Day tomorrow. So there you go. That's number 1. Number 1, number 1, number 1, number 1. Okay, let's do. Wait, I know what I did wrong. I forgot to scroll back up. That's why there's still so much stuff. I'm all mixed up. Okay, so speaking of Grandma Baker, remember Grandma Baker's name was Florence Baker, my sweet, sweet grandma. I used to write letters to Grandma when I was a kid, all the way through my teen years, and she wrote letters back to me. We had a very special relationship. I lived here. She lived in Bellingham, Washington, so about 2.5 hours away. So we saw her, but not super frequently. Yeah, it's Groundhog time, Hope. Anyway, she was just such a special, special person to me. And we used to write I'd write her like 20-page letters, and then she'd write me back a nice letter. And then I'd write her a letter where I'd write all the words backwards because I can still do that. My brain is a little bit backwards, so I can write backwards. So she'd have to read the whole letter in the mirror. Anyway, I was just so many wonderful, wonderful memories of Grandma Baker. So Grandma Florence, and this I brought out tonight because it's made by Florence Ceramics. So see, there's a tie-in. This is Abigail. She's a beautiful winter piece. She's big. She's a tallness of about 8 inches, so she's pretty big. She's beautiful. She's part of a series. The collectible. There's a whole series of these winter ladies in their beautiful winter gowns and jackets and scarves and mittens and all of that. So she has the beautiful kind of dark green bow and mittens. She has the little flowers, which are intact all the way around underneath her bonnet. She has a flower up on top of her bonnet that's intact. Her hair sticks out the back. On her shawl, there's gold, and it is still in really great shape. So she's really in quite perfect shape. There's no chips, no cracks, and she's lovely. So she is a Florence Ceramics. Her name is Abigail, and she's $25, number 32. So if you want, just remember that number 32. And if you want to look this up and check it out, do that because you'll find that that's a great deal. So if you're thinking about maybe reselling, you could probably do that with Abigail here. And Hope, she loves Bellingham also. Yeah, Bellingham is really, really, really beautiful. And Christina, your grandma's name was Florence. Oh, see, here's the thing about my Florence, Grandma Florence. She hated that name. She would have never named anyone Florence. She hated the name Florence. But that was her name. And it was a lovely name. She was a lovely, lovely woman. She had, the ceramic chickens up on top of her old-fashioned refrigerator. She had the round, cool, big old refrigerator in her house. And then she had, get this, you guys, she had the Little Red Riding Hood cookie jar. Yes, she did. And it was intact. It did have lots of paint loss because it was old. And she used it like it had cookies in it. Anyway, Grandma Baker. She's my fave. I mean, I had other favorite grandmas too, but she was one of my faves. Okay, so we're back to spring. And this is the next spring item. This one you might have seen on she didn't approve of the name being passed down. Yeah. It does sound wonderful. It's a beautiful name. I love that name. So anyway, you probably saw this on Instagram. It's a little planter with mama bluebird and 2 baby bluebirds. It is so cotton picking cute. Have you ever seen anything as cute as that? Yes, you have, because you've seen the little bluebird wall hanging and you've seen little bluebird figurines. But this is that same beautiful little bluebird on a nest. So there you go. And she has 2 little babies. Anyway, it's unmarked. I don't know just for sure who made it, although hi, Very Merry, welcome. So I did find this online with a sticker, and the sticker said Norcrest. So I'm going to guess that this is Norcrest just because somebody else had one and it had a Norcrest sticker. So assuming they didn't stick that on there, I think it's probably Norcrest. Now, there are some problems with this. So before you get too crazy and excited, you need to know about its problems. It has cracks. So you'll see, well, 2 things. Somebody put that green sticky gooey stuff down in there because they were probably sticking a flower frog or something in there, which is probably why it got cracked. Anyway, so it looks dirty because it's got that green florist stuff in there. But it does have cracks. They are real cracks. So there's a crack that comes right down here. And you can even almost see that there's, see, the crack has almost a hole there where you could probably see light through if the light was right here, which it's not. But so you can see on the inside a little bit better. See that crack right there? I mean, it is a real actual crack. So if you're not careful with this, it could just go and end up in 2 pieces, because there's also a crack on this side. So it has like fairly significant cracking that goes almost like that all the way around. I never thought of it having actually broken and being glued back together, but it's a possibility, because I'm just now seeing the inside. There's just a little spot that kind of looks like glue. So I almost feel like this piece broke off and they glued it back on. That might be the case. Anyway, that's on the back. On the front, it looks beautiful, and it is just so cute that you can't help but love it even with the crack. So the little flower's intact, the wings are intact, the beak's intact, everything's intact except for that significant crack. Be aware of the crack. I want to make sure that I've said that clearly. Has a significant crack, but it's so cotton picking cute that I just can't hold it against it. So cute. Okay, beautiful spring piece. This one, my friends, is going to be, now get your fingers ready, because it's got a cheap price because of the crack. It breaks my heart just a little bit because I would have liked to have gotten like $7,000 for this, but it's just going to be $22. It's number 13. $22, number 13, for the cutest bluebird on a nest planter that you've ever seen. Yeah, fear the crack. I get it. I mean, if you're a collector or whatever, like, you know, that crack is a no-go. But if you just want this because it's so dang cute and you want to display it, I get that for sure. That's a go, go, go. Yeah, $22, number 13. D wants it. Why does that not shock me? Now, D, it has significant crack. Back to winter. We're just bouncing back and forth. Spring, winter, spring, winter. That's kind of how it goes here anyway. So here we go. And it's not until tomorrow that the groundhog will tell us, should we be having a winter sale or a spring sale? I didn't know, so we're doing both. So these are the super ice skates. These are just, I feel like this is just great for display. The box is so cute and it's in perfect shape, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's in, you know, darn good shape for some old thing. So I hate to use the word perfect because nothing's perfect, but anyway, it's darn close. But I love the graphics on it. I think it's so cute. And there you go. Yeah, they probably don't look safe, but anyway, you can display them and they're very safe on your shelf. On the back, it shows you, look, you can also buy roller skates, but I don't have those available tonight. I only have the ice skates, but great display piece. And inside of this beautiful box is a pair of, want to guess? Union ice skates. So there they are. They look like they've never been used. I mean, the metal on them is just shiny and perfect. The plastic is shiny and perfect. I don't think that any kid ever got lucky enough to have enough ice or snow to actually use these. I'm not necessarily suggesting that you should or should not use them. Use at your own discretion. But they slide right onto your shoes, and off you go to the skating rink. So with your perfectly brand new Union plastic ice skates and their beautiful box. That's what you get. You get a pair of ice skates and a box. And the cost for that is just a measly little $20. And it's 17. Number 17, $20 for the ice skates. Don't you love it? So kitschy and cute. Jody Renshaw, As I Live and Breathe. You know what, you guys? If you scroll up, you can see this place tonight is just hopping with cool people. It's just filled with cool people. Everybody here is cool. I love it. And we're going to keep it moving. So we're going back to a little smaller item. So this is spring, back to spring. This is a little wooden robin. Yep, it's a little robin, and he's hand carved and he's wood. See, look at that on the bottom, wood. So he'll just sit there right on your windowsill and he'll say, hello, spring. Or you could hang him up somewhere. I don't know, hang him on your Christmas tree. And he'll say, when is it going to be spring, for crying out loud? Kind of looks like, you know, maybe I won't offer this guy. He's got only one eye, and I did not realize that. I don't know. So he's on this side, he's got like a little plastic eye. And on this side, he's got a little blank eye hole. So that's dumb. Anyway, he's $3. If you want, I just marked him way down. So if you want him for $3, he's number 34. I set him in the back. But if somebody wants him, you can have him. It's $3. We'll get it over to you. All right, let's go. Sorry, that was a weak spring piece. Maybe I have an extra spring piece that we can bring. Anyway, so we'll go back to winter. This is a great winter item. Sorry. When I was putting the sale together, I felt like I had way more cool spring things than winter, but now it's feeling like the winter is kind of winning. This is a little Bystol snowman. Look at that. I'm sorry? Okay, you can have it, Phantom Girl. And you know what? You're already buying. Did Phantom Girl already buy some stuff? We'll just throw that in, Phantom Girl. You don't have to pay for it. Thank you for wanting it. Thank you for giving it a home. See, it says Bystol Company. The Bystol Company, made in the USA. And there he is. He's so cute. Look at him. He's got little snowflakes on his hat. He does have a little hole here. That's an original hole. It's so that you can hang him up. And if you would like to, you can hang him up. He's got the little happy mouse there on his collar. He's got, I love the colors on this, the green and then the orange and pink. That's like so my style. Love it. So bright. Anyway, he's got the little top hat, some straw poking out for hair. He's got his little shovel because he's ready to shovel some snow. And that's what he is. He is a one-sided Bystol. So some of them were two-sided, some of them are one-sided. This guy, he's a one-sided guy. He's 13 inches tall, and he's ready to go right into your classroom since you can't put Christmas stuff in there, but you can put winter snowman. So there you go. He is a Bystol one-sided snowman cutout, $11, number 12. $11, number 12. He is in pretty good shape. He's not, I mean, he doesn't have folds. And he has just like, looks like maybe he bent here just a little bit along here. And there's the tiniest bit of a tear just at this spot right here, just tiny little bit. And then at the top, there's just, you know, a little bit of folding there where the hole is. But anyway, he's in pretty good shape. He's not perfect because he's older than the hills. He doesn't have a date on him, but I mean, you can tell by his colors that he wasn't made this year. He's old. Gina Marie's here too. Holy cats. What's happening? This place is filling up with cool people. I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed. It's weird when the audience is so much cooler than the host. Okay, we are back to spring, and this is our second Avon item of the night. It's also our last Avon item of the night. It's a little bell. I don't do a lot with bells, but you know what? This has these beautiful daffodils on it, and I just love daffodils, and so I thought I'd bring it. It is 24% full lead crystal, which means I don't know if you can hear it. Whoops, can you hear that ding? Can you hear it? It just wants to spin around instead of dinging. Darn it. Anyway, it has a really great sound to the bell. No chips, no cracks. It's in good shape. The the decal on it, is in perfect shape too, as far as I noticed. And it's got the little blue glass bead piece inside that dings that bell. So there you go. He is a beautiful bell. Let's see, it's kind of tall, so it's like 5.5 inches tall or so. It's got lots of fingerprints on it, and you can have those for free. Let me know, or I can wipe those off. Your choice, entirely your choice. So I've lost my spot. What's happening? This guy's $6 and he's number 95. $6 if you want a bell. $6 for the bell. Number 95. Did you mark that, Carol? Thank you. Oh, Christina, you're so right. Carol is awesome, and I try. I love it. Okay, so we got back to winter, little snowman. So this is just a little planter. It's dirty inside, and it just does not seem to want to clean up. So it's got like, I don't know, it's like some kind of mark or something in there. It's almost like, I don't know. I have no idea, but it doesn't come off. That's what I can tell you. It's unmarked. Had a little sticker saying that I'm going to guess that sticker said made in Hong Kong. Wild guess. Don't know. But it's unmarked. So it's just some sort of a little ceramic-y guy. And he is not a mug because he doesn't have a handle or anything like that. I don't think he's a cup because he's just weird to be a cup. Maybe he's a planter, but he seems tall and narrow to be a planter. Maybe he's a vase, but he seems wide and short to be a vase. But to me, he is absolutely 100% perfect for pens and pencils. So he would go on your desk all winter long, and you could put your pens, your pencils, your scissors, all your stuffs in there. And it just is perfect. He's perfect for that use. He could also go in your bathroom. Yes, spoon holder. Yeah. I mean, I'd be a little bit careful about that because it's that ceramic stuff, so it's going to get chipped if you are banging spoons in and out of there. But feel free. You could put him in your bathroom and put your toothbrushes in there. But I would give him like a good bleaching before you do that. Anyway, that's what he is. He's a little snowman. I'm calling him a snowman pencil holder, and he's $7. Number 68. Number 68. He's cute. He is 5.25 inches tall. That's the tallness of a snowman. Oh my gosh. May have gotten you in trouble. Oh, you know why I would have gotten in trouble? Because I ran out of cards and I didn't send one to Trisha. And I felt so bad. She's like one of the only people that I didn't get a card to. I got through my whole list. I think I got through my whole list of everybody that's bought from me. And then I was going through resellers and I ran out before I got to Trisha. I'm very aware of it. And then I felt super bad because she sent me one. That's so weird, though, that you just now got it, Christina. I mean, you're in Canada, but good Lord, it's not like you're over an ocean or something. That's so weird. You got it in mid-January. Weird. Okay. Postal Service is finally catching up because I just received in January the invite to your birthday. Oh my gosh. She hadn't got one. Oh no. Oh geez. Well, I'm going to be on Trisha's sale Saturday. I think it's the 26th, and she's going to be on my sale this month too. So we'll have an opportunity to apologize for all that mess. Yikes. But thanks for the heads up, Christina. Guys, you know what? Christina, you will appreciate this. You know what I got in the mail this week? I got the pickle. I got the pickle planter. It came from our dear friend. All right. Yeah, I do need to send her. I need to send her a Valentine. That's my intent. So anyway, okay. So here we go. We just did a snowman. Now we're going to shifty do over to you, little Robin. Look at that. I wonder if Carol's friend Robin is watching tonight, because there's a lot of Robin stuff happening here. Yeah, this has some sticky on the back where there was a sticker. So I'll get the gooby gone and get that gone. But anyway, this is a clear glass Robin. I'm going to hold it close so you can kind of see some of the detail on there. There's a secret about this that I'm going to just hold off for just a second before I tell you all of its secrets. It's a Robin. It's a solid, chunky glass piece. It's got dogwood flowers on it that are frosted. Those are pretty and frosted. Excuse me. This guy is kind of just a little bit heavy. I mean, it's not like, oh gosh, it's heavy, but I mean, it's not light because it is solid, chonky glass. Now, do you want to see the really cool thing? Look, there's no markings on the bottom, but guess what's on the back? You guys, take a breath. Are you ready? This is the coolest thing. This is made by Viking. Can you believe that? It is a beautiful Viking glass piece. Has no chips, no cracks, no dings, no dents, no warts, and no flea bites. And it is solid, chonky Viking glass, clear glass Robin with springtime flowers. I'm so proud of that. So cool. Oh, you have this hope? I love it. Good. Well, you can get another one, and then your living room can match your bathroom. Anyway, do you love it? Do you encourage other people to buy one so that they can be like you, Hope? See? Anyway, so this guy is about 6.5 inches tall, almost exactly, and like 5 inches wide, maybe 4.5 inches wide, 4.5. So that's what it is. It's a beautiful. It's older because the clear glass it has sort of that yellow tone to it that glass gets as it ages. So I mean, it's still clear glass. When you put it out, you'll say, "Oh, clear glass." But when you stick it next to something like this, well, you're not going to be able to tell because of the lighting. But it just has sort of a yellowy overtone. So just it's older. Anyway, that's what it is. It's a beautiful Viking clear glass Robin, $18, number 42. If you want clear glass and you want a Robin and you want those two things squished together, then give me number 42 and $18. I did not buy the pickle from Christina. No. But I think, Christina, you were there at that sale, right? So it was a sale, and the pickle raised quite a ruckus. And dear sweet Jody that you see right above you, Gina, Jody Renshaw, Jody bought this pickle for me. So she had it sent to me, and I love it. I laughed and I laughed. I laughed and laughed and laughed. Yep. Okay. Let's see. So that was the clear glass Robin. Now we go to the clear glass snowman, because spring, then winter. Okay, so it's a clear glass snowman. What? Michelle, hello. Ooh. So I'll send this to you with a LED color changing light because I think it looks really good in there. I'm just holding that up underneath there. So underneath it's open, so you can get a light down in there. I know. I felt so bad once I figured out Jody's intent, because I accidentally bitted Jody up, and she was. I finally read between the lines where she was very not subtle, and and finally got it, and so I stopped bidding against her. I felt bad. I made her overpay for a gift for me, so that's not cool. Anyway, there we go. So this is just a little clear glass snowman. He has like good detail. If we can get the thing to focus on him, is this cute little nose. There, maybe if I just hold it that way, you can see a little bit more. And then little snowflakes on the sides here. The bottom is frosted inside, so it's outside it's shiny and clear, but then underneath it's frosted, so that just looks like snow. And the snowman himself is just as clear as a bell. And as I'm looking through him, like I can see straight through him. I see on the screen there's so much reflection that you can't quite tell how clear he is, but he's very nice and clear. And so maybe if I hold the robin up next to it, see, you can see the little bit of color difference. See that? This Viking is older. You can just tell it's older glass. See how it's just a little bit different color than this. So this, I believe, now it's not marked. I purchased it secondhand, so I don't know this for sure. But what my research online led me to believe that this is leaded crystal. I don't know that for sure, but I do believe that it's leaded crystal. Yeah, I'm looking for that sweet potato. Christina, I was gonna buy the sweet potato off of eBay just because like it just needs to be seen by my audience and laughed with, but it's so expensive. So I didn't buy it yet, but I'm watching for it. When I find it, it will appear. All right. Anyway, I'll send it with a little light, so you can put that in there if you want to. This guy, the leaded glass snowman, is $18, and he's number 46. He's also just a little heavy because he's kind of chonky. There you go. That's that. So cute. Now I have. Let's see. I have this beautiful amber Indiana glass stars and bars fairy lamp. Happy Groundhog's Day. If I take the top off, we can feel, just make sure that it's in perfect shape. I don't feel any chips or cracks. There's a little, nope, not a chip, just a smudge. Inside, nothing. Yeah, so that's in great shape. This one's, oh, good. Yeah. And if we feel around the top, you see how it's kind of scalloped. It's so beautiful. And I don't feel any flea bites or anything there. The bottom is also in good shape. And, I feel like one of these had a little tiny chip in it. And now I have looked at all 4 of them and I haven't noticed that chip. So Phantom Girl, I think you purchased the first one. I'll make sure that it doesn't have a chip. If it does, I'll send you one of the other ones that doesn't. This one has just a little bit darker top. See that? The top is just, it's a very deep honey, kind of a maple syrupy color. It's a little bit darker than some. It's a little bit deeper amber. Anyway, so this guy is $21, number 29. Happy Groundhog's Day. Those of you that have been here the whole sale, you're in on the joke. And those who came late. Okay. Let's see. We've got, I've lost track of where we are. I think I forgot to put a couple items on this list. Well, whatever. Okay, so we're going to do the shirt tails gopher. So he's a gopher. Now, is a gopher the same as a groundhog? Probably not totally exactly the same, but close as it's going to get for tonight, Groundhog's Day. Yep. That's the 4th one. So this guy would make a great little Valentine gift too. So I figured, tonight's the perfect night to bring the gopher. He says, I go for you. He is from the shirt tails from the 80s. That's what he is. He's one of the little shirt tails guys. His little shirt tail says shirt tails. And on the back, he says, dig. I go for you. Dig. There you go. So, is this going to repeat over and over? Yeah, I see. Before I put this sale onto my channel, Jody, I'm thinking that I'll just loop it somehow so that once you start playing it, it'll play forever. And if you fall asleep at night watching this sale, it'll still be playing in the morning when you wake up. I don't know how to actually do that, but I would love to do it if I could. So there on the bottom, unfocused, it says 1981 Hallmark cards. Made in Taiwan. So that's what it is. So I'm sure those of you who are familiar with the shirt tails, you will just know exactly what this little guy is. He's so stinking cute. He's a perfect shape. He has no chips and no cracks. His color is great. He looks just like he looked when he was dragged out of Hallmark by some poor mom who bought it for her little kid for Valentine's Day. And it just sat on that kid's dresser till today. Now he's here. Okay, so he is, I've lost my ruler. Use this one. This one's a little bit harder for doing tallness. Like 4.5 inches tall, something like that, between 4.5 and 5. So that he's this size, the size of that. And he is $9, number 22. $9, number 22 for the little gopher, who is not quite a groundhog, but darn close and good enough for government work. Somewhat? Oh, maybe. This is a winter item. So I have one more winter and one more spring item. And Carol, I don't know that I got this one on the list. Oh yeah, no, it's at the bottom. It is on the list. So these are cake toppers. They're in a bag. You get the bag for free. So these are little cake toppers. There is a daddy deer. That's called a buck. And you get the mommy deer. That's called a doe. You get the baby deer. That's called a Bambi. And then you get all these little trees. And the trees have just sticky pokey things because you stick them down into the cake. Okay. And somebody used like cotton fuzz to make them look snowy. If you don't like that, you could take it off because I might not want fuzz in my cake. But here's the story, my friends. If you made yourself a beautiful round white cake on a cake stand, and then you put coconut, because it's a coconut cake, duh, and then you put these all on top, oh my gosh, it would be so cute and so wintry without being Christmassy. So you don't, because you kind of sometimes want to do a winter thing, and it seems like the only winter things are Christmas. But there you go. You could also do cupcakes, and then you could do a whole display with all of your cupcakes, and every one of them has one of these things, and then it just like puts all together to make a little forest with deers. See? So cute. I love these little guys. So, and of course, you don't have to do that. You could put these on a tiered tray or do whatever you want with them. But I feel like these make perfect cake toppers, and that's what you should do. So $8, number 51 for the deers. My deers. Oh yeah, toy photography. Yeah. I love it. I love toys. Jody, have you ever been on my channel when I sell toys? I love toys. I'm sorry. Bottle brush trees, they are everywhere. Yes, they are, Phantom Girl. Oh, Jody took number 51. Awesome. Thank you, Jody. It popped up late for me. They are the cool kids. Yeah, the cool kids are here, Crafty Kitty. And you're part of it now. So welcome. We're almost ready to wrap up our Groundhog's Day celebration. We have one more. Carol, can you look and see if this is on the list? Because I think I must have overlooked it. There it is. Found it. It's on line 21. Okay. This is a tiny little brooch, friends. It's a wooden brooch, and it's little chickies, little birdies. I don't know what kind of birds, but anyway, they're cute little birds, and they're carved out of wood, and they are a brooch. And they are not focusing well. Doggone it. Daggum. There you go. You can see that there's a little bell on there, and that bell is hanging on a tiny, tiny little chain from Mama Bird's neck. And then we'll flip it around, and you'll see, oh, look at that. It's wood. And there's a little pin. So that means it's a brooch. So brooch it up right around, right onto your jacket. It's a little wooden brooch. And it is little. It's small. It's like probably an inch or so. Let's measure that baby doll. Like an inch and a half. I was wrong. It's an inch and a half across this way, the whitest spot. So anyway, it's wood. But it's just so cute, right? I think it's just cute. So kind of a fun little spring piece that you could wear to somewhere special. So that little wooden carved brooch with bell is $6, and it's number 95. It's little teeny. $6, number 95. And with that, friends, I think we just want to show you one last item. This is a little amber Indiana glass stars and bars fairy lamp. Happy Groundhog's Day. As I check it and feel it, there's no chips, no cracks. This is the one that has just a little tiny couple of little chips. So this, I found it. So it's around the bottom, nothing, but on the top of this lip, there's a little tiny chip there. And then a little tiny, oh, no, that's not one. Little tiny chip there. That one's more like a flea bite. First one's a little bit of a chip. So anyway, that's what it is. And then the bottom has no chips, no cracks. It has this beautiful scalloping here. You can see that all the way around. No chips, no cracks there. It's in really great shape. The part that has the two little chips, that part goes down inside, so you certainly don't see it when it's displayed, and it's not like it's sharp and you're going to chop your fingers off with it or anything. Anyway, there it is. It's a beautiful amber Indiana glass stars and bars fairy lamp. It's just such a lovely warm honey color, kind of almost like a maple syrup. It's so lovely. It's $21, number 29. And with that, we wrap up our Groundhog's Day sale. So if they tend to go for around $21. So if you feel like you need to watch that again, please feel free. It'll be on my channel and you can watch it as many times as you want. Happy Groundhog's Day. If you could do me a couple of favors, please, friends, don't leave just yet. If you can just go down below there and hit the like button, I really, really appreciate that. Just helps me out, helps my Jody, sorry, show up on time next time. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, sweetie, I love you. But our channel, you don't want to miss things because it's a little bit wackadoo around here. And if you miss it, you miss it. It's a little hard to go back. So anyway, thank you, Hope. I appreciate your thumb being up. I appreciate all of you guys. We're shipping from Washington State. Number 79. What was number 79? I'm happy to do that. Oh, the Swans. Wow, somebody's been here a while. That was the first item. Phantom Girl. Yeah, so these are the Dresden Swans. They are smaller. They're a set of two. They have gold beaks. Their color and everything is in perfect shape. They are almost perfect. They have roses on the front and on the back, and only one of those has a tiny flaw, and it's this one here, and that is this bottom leaf. The bottom leaf is broken off there. You don't really think about that when you just look at it. It doesn't look broken, but it is. So when you compare it to the other side, it's like, oh, it should be a little pointier, and it's not. It's just. So anyway, but obviously just display it the other direction or whatever. But anyway, they're two Dresden Swans. They are $20, number 79, and almost perfect. So thank you for that. Thank you, everybody, for joining into the chat tonight. Appreciate you so much. Love having you here. Remember, there's never pressure to buy on our sale. There's always just pressure to laugh. So thanks for joining us and being part of our night. Thanks for being part of our channel. Thanks for being part of our heart. We love you and we appreciate you so, so much. Do feel free to talk about our channel in other places and bring your friends, and we love to grow. So love that. Thank you all so much. At this time in your night, it is the perfect time to say goodbye, hit the like button, and then go check out Joni's channel, Joni at Vintagerous. She does just a lovely, lovely sale. She sells slightly different things than us, which makes for some great variety. So it's not just going to be a repeat. You'll find some really fun things there. She does lots of jewelry and that kind of thing. And I mean, she does really, really, really cool stuff. I've bought lots of stuff from Joni. So it's not just jewelry. She's not a jewelry channel, but she does do a little bit more of that than me. Anyway, I really encourage you to go there next, and I will see you there in the chat. Good night. Love you all. Thanks so much. And happy Groundhog's Day. Let's hope for spring.